Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing the dog tag with Jake. Basically there's 20 questions that I found online about your dog and I'm going to answer them because I do a lot of bully make box unboxings and things like that, but you don't really get to know Jake very much. You just get to see him chew on the toys and stuff like that, which is fun. But I thought I would kind of open up more with these questions and everything like that. I think they're really cute questions. But before we do that, I wanted to talk about an app. The company WAG contacted me and wanted me to show the app to you guys. I think it's really cool. WAG is like a dog walking service, and they even have, let me just get a little bit closer so I can show you. I don't have like a screen recording thing. So this is what the app looks like when you open it. I've already created my account with Jake's name and stuff like that, and you can even put directions down there, like I guess make sure the dog goes potty when they're out on a walk and things like that, and you can also track them as they're going. So see, they have the WAG here, the walk here, and they also have boarding, and over here they also have training that is coming soon. So that's really cool that they have different services besides just dog walking. And what I found was really cool about it is that they actually have dog walkers in my neighborhood. You can see all the ones in your neighborhood here. And if you click on them, you can see their bio and if they have reviews and things like that to see if maybe there's somebody that like you would like to have walk your dog. Not many of these things like are in my neighborhood. Like we don't even have like Postmates or anything like that around here. But this one is out here, so I think it's pretty cool. So also on here, you have the little menu here. See, I have Jake. You can even add a picture on there. You have home, the pricing, and you can also get a free lockbox. What that is basically you can get a free lockbox to put a key in and let your dog walker in, just in case if you're going to be home. Like if you go to work and you want them to come walk your dog at a certain time, you can put this on your door so they can get in. And also they have the schedule here. On here they have a whole calendar here, and all you have to do if you do want to cancel, if maybe something changes, once you book a walk, you'll be able to see that there's a place on here where your walk is. All you have to do is click on it and hit cancel. And it's really easy to sign up or book a walk. All you have to do is literally click on this one here and you just hit scheduled on there, and I got matched up with a walker within an hour, and you get a text notification and an email, and you can also see it on here. And you can also go to past walks, things like that, so you can just see who's walked your dog before and things like that. I think it's really cool. It's a really awesome app. Just in case like maybe you go to work and you work all day but you still want your dog to get exercise and you can't do that through the week and maybe only on the weekends or something like that. And so you know, you can have them be walked and taken care of and things like that, and I think it's really an awesome app and I really like it a lot. The only reason I had to cancel Jake's walk was because he will not go anywhere without me. He definitely, I don't think, would go on a walk, but it was very easy to sign up, so I'm very happy about it. So I definitely wanted to talk about it a little bit on here. And WAG is also offering a free walk to you guys. I'll put that link in the description below. I think it's really cool, and that way you can just test it out, see if you like the walker you get, and you don't have to pay for it for the first one. So I think that's really cool of them to do. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about the app, and so now let's get into the questions. So the first question on here is, what is your pet's name? All of you know that who've been watching my videos, but his name is Jake. And the second question is, how did you come up with the name? Does it have any specific significance? I remember when I wanted to get a dog, I was looking up just like different dog breeds and stuff like that, and I remember seeing a Jack Russell Terrier. For some reason I wanted one of those. Not judging anybody who has them, but I do like bigger dogs, but for some reason I was looking at Jack Russell Terriers, and one of them, I think it was on like Adopt a Pet, had the name Jake, and I really liked it, and so I was like, okay, if I get a dog, that's what I'm gonna name him. A lot of people actually think that I named him after Jake in the Twilight series because when I got him I was like totally into that whole series, but I did not name him after that. So that is his name just because I thought it sounded nice. Question number 3 is, how old is your pet Jake is going to be 8 in June. I got him in June. That was his gotcha day. And he was like 3 months old when I got him, but I do just celebrate his birthday on June 1st when I did get him, because, you know, that's basically like, that's like my birthday for him, because that's when he came into my life. So he will be 8. He's an old one. He's a senior. He's considered a senior dog now, but he does not act like it at all. So he has a long time to be around still. Question number 4 is, when did you get your pet? I got him in 2010, obviously since 2018. That was when I was in high school, and I really wanted him because my mom and I were just living together for that time, and so I really wanted a dog for when I was there alone and everything like that. Question number 5 is, what breed is your dog? We know that his parents were pit bulls, but he doesn't quite have the full pit bull look, especially with his ears. His big old ears aren't really usually what pit bulls have, but his parents were pit bulls, but we maybe think that the mom got out and got pregnant by some other dog, because he has a lot of boxer tendencies and he kind of looks a little bit like a boxer, so we say that he's pit bull boxer, but we don't know 100% for sure what he is. Question number 6 is, how old were you when you got your pet? I think I was 7, maybe 16. I got him during summer, so it may have been 17 because my birthday's in the summer. 16, 17, I'll say, is a safe number to guess around there. Number 7 is, how did you get your dog? We got him through a family friend of my mom's. They had the puppies, you know, unexpectedly, and so we were looking for one, and so it kind of just lined up. And when I went there to look at all the puppies, they were all really cute, of course, and Jake was the only like brindle one. All of them were brown and white. He was the only brindle one, and he came right up to me, so it was kind of like, okay, this is gonna be my dog. He came right up to me. He's so adorable and he's very different from the rest, so that is how I got him. Question number 8 is, what is your dog's favorite food? He has many favorite foods. Most of the ones that he's not supposed to have because they're human food. He just eats dry kibble and some wet food mixed in, and he loves it. Like, he's the only one of our dogs who will eat like completely regularly all the time. But he doesn't really have a favorite food necessarily, because he doesn't get different foods and he's not supposed to have human food. But pretty much anything that you're gonna give him, he likes. He's really, really not very picky at all. Are you? No, you're not picky at all. He wants a belly rub now. Oh my god. He just looks so weird. Oh my god. Question number 9 is, what is your pet's favorite game? He loves to play fetch. He absolutely loves to play fetch with the ball, and he'll go for quite a few throws. We usually play inside the house, down the hallway. We'll throw it down the hallway and he'll run after it quite a few times. But he loves to do that. That's definitely his favorite game, I would say. Question number 10 is, what is your favorite thing to do together? Bless you. My goodness. We have a few activities, mostly sleeping. He loves to sleep with me in my bed, so maybe that's a favorite activity. Besides that, I mean, he loves to walk and he loves to play. He loves to do like pretty much anything, but definitely his favorite thing, I think, is to sleep. Question number 11 is, do you go outdoors? If yes, where is your favorite place to go together? I used to take him for walks quite regularly, but I've kind of slacked off since school started. I also do take him on car rides a lot if I go out to Starbucks or something like that, so maybe that's his favorite place to go because I get him a puppuccino once in a while. So he likes to go on car rides with me to Starbucks. Number 12 is, what is a bad habit that your pet has? Where to start? I'm just kidding. Since he doesn't like other dogs, he loves to bark like crazy, and he runs up and down the hallway whenever there's a dog outside. And he always has a toy in his mouth, so he's like barking with a toy in his mouth, and he'll like shake his head and everything like that. That's kind of a bad habit he has. He also, we've been trying to keep him off the couch, and he has a bad habit of jumping up on the couch all the time still, even though we've been trying to teach him not to. I think maybe that's a bad habit that he has. That's all that I can really think of that's pretty bad. It gets kind of annoying. He does like to bark at animals on the TV as well. He'll watch TV with me, and if there's an animal, he'll go nuts. So that can get kind of annoying after a little while, but he usually stops if you tell him to, so he's at least good at that part. But those are his little bad habits. Number 13 is, what is the best thing about your dog? Let me see. The best thing is definitely that he's very, very loving. He will come up randomly sometimes and he'll just want to like sit in your lap and he'll lick you in the face and things like that. He's very, very loving, so I think that's a really good quality. That he's very loyal and he'll follow me around sometimes and things like that. He also is pretty good at learning new things. He learns new things pretty quickly, I would say, so he's really good at that, and that's a really good thing to have in a dog. You can't even see his head now, it's just completely cut off. Like, I have a headless dog here. He doesn't want to sit up at all. 14 is, what is the naughtiest thing your pet has ever done? Sometimes when somebody was coming home, we used to have a lamp by the door. It was kind of like one of those that like had shelves on it, and his tail would hit it all the time, and he actually broke it quite a few times with his tail and also backing into it, and he's knocked it over before and things like that. And so we don't have the lamp anymore because it just became way too broken. So he did that, I know for sure, quite a few times. I don't think, I mean, he didn't do it on purpose necessarily, but I think maybe that's the naughtiest thing. When I used to have him, when my mom and I used to live together, he used to jump the wall all the time. That's another thing that he used to do. And he had some separation anxiety. So because I got him in the summer, I spent every day with him, and then suddenly, you know, I was going to school and he was alone for a long time. So he did drag some plants inside the house one time when we tried to leave the door open for him so he could go in and out. He did that. That was a long time ago. That was when I first had him, when he was barely like even a year or two old. But he doesn't really do many things like that anymore. He definitely doesn't chew anything anymore because now he has other dogs to play with and people are always here. So maybe the naughtiest thing, he once jumped over the fence while we were in this house, but he hasn't done that anymore. 15 is, what is the funniest memory involving your pet? I have like a lot of funny memories just because Jake has such like a weird character. Like, he's so weird about some things. He makes me laugh all the time. I think maybe the funniest memories is when he'll come up into my bed and he's like really playful, and he'll start like nuzzling against me and trying to push me around and stuff like that because he wants to play, and it makes me laugh so much because he's just like in my face, licking me in the face and stuff like that. And he has this thing where if I'm under the covers, he'll start digging up the covers to try to get underneath. It's really funny. Number 16 is, what is the best memory involving your pet? I think that kind of ties into the funniest memories because the best memories are always the ones where he's really playful and he like makes me laugh and everything like that. To be completely honest, I don't think I've had any like, oh my god, like this is the best memory I've ever had with my dog, just because I don't go out with him too much, unfortunately. Maybe when on Instagram he got like to do a photo shoot with a leash company. That was pretty fun. I just took pictures of him in a leash outside, and I think that was pretty cool just because like if I didn't have him, you know, I wouldn't have gone through that with him, so I think that was a pretty good memory. Number 17 is, what is the hardest thing about being a pet owner? I think maybe the hardest thing, without being depressing, because I think we all know what the hardest thing about being a pet owner is at the end, you know, of being a pet owner. I think that's really hard, but without being depressing, I think maybe just that it's kind of easy sometimes to get frustrated when they don't listen. Maybe if they're barking at something or you don't want them to do something and they don't listen to you when you tell them no. Maybe that's the hardest thing, is to be able to keep your cool, because definitely if you start yelling at them, you know, it just makes everything worse. It doesn't help at all. Number 18 is, what is the most rewarding thing about being a pet owner? Definitely the like unconditional love that you get from them. They rely on you for everything and they really don't ask much, just to be fed and, you know, to be exercised and things like that, and they just give you so much love. And I really love that about being a pet owner, because even though it's hard when things do eventually come to an end, you go through so much and you really get attached to them and you make so many good memories and funny memories, and it's just cool to see what kind of personality each pet has that you get in the future and things like that. So I think that's one of the best and most rewarding things that you could ever have through a pet. Number 19 is, does your pet have a nickname and what is it? I call him Jakey Boy all the time. I also call him my baby and my baby boy, things like that. Just because he is my baby. I don't think I'll ever have kids, so dogs will forever be my babies. So right now he's my baby and he's my Jakey Boy, and that's usually what I call him. Number 20 is, have you ever taught your pets any tricks? If so, what? Yes, Jake knows how to sit, lay down, shake hands. He knows how to sit up, he knows how to speak, and he knows how to play dead. The play dead one I have recently taught him, so sometimes he doesn't always do it. But he also knows, besides tricks, he knows how to wait and stay, things like that. I make him wait before I open the door because he likes to run outside, so I started teaching him to sit and wait by the door instead. So, and he caught up on it really quickly. So, and he knows how to take treats easily. I'll tell him easy if he's really excited or something like that. So those are his tricks that he learns. So those were all the 20 questions. I think they're pretty nice in that they kind of let you know a little bit more about Jake and his story and everything like that. And so now when you see him opening his bully make box, you'll get to know him just a little bit more, and not just that he's the dog who likes all the treats and all the toys. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos in the future. And also that link to WAG's app and a free walk will be in the description below. And I will hope to see you in the next video. Bye!